Yo people, welcome back to another video. Now this time the WWE Saturday night main event predictions. Now this is a pay-per-view that people never usually care about, and a lot of people have been complaining that the 4 matches we'll get to see are most likely throwaway matches or straightforward matches. But I personally think that there will be some key storyline elements to follow across some of these matches. WWE likes to do this thing where if the match looks random or straightforward, it means that something is going to happen in terms of the match itself or the storyline, and it may not affect the actual outcome of the match, but it changes stuff going forwards, like I said, in terms of the storyline. And an example is the R-Truth versus John Cena match, which we'll talk about later. Anyways, let's start with Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre, and for me this feud is just feeling like something that they need to keep Drew McIntyre busy with, at the same time still keeping Damian Priest relevant. I like Damian, but others just don't respect him, or they don't treat him as like a serious person, or whatever the case is. Now this match will be sort of like a round 2 of their feud. Drew McIntyre, obviously he won at Wrestlemania 41. I believe that Damian Priest will win this match, and they'll set up a trilogy, maybe at Money in the Bank or something like that, but not many people will actually care about that trilogy. But I just don't see what the point is of making Damian Priest lose 2 matches in a row. If he does, he's surely buried and he's out of the main event scene forever. So personally, I think it will be a great match in terms of spots, and they'll go all in and they'll give a good wrestling performance, and overall I think they will force the trilogy and have Damian win. Next is CM Punk and Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Now this match is all about, will Sami Zayn turn heel? Will he join Seth Rollins' faction? I think it would be a waste of a position to have Sami Zayn be the new member of that Seth Rollins faction when Sami Zayn is 40 years old. I've been saying on other videos in this channel that this position should go to someone younger who is actually able to benefit from the push that they would receive from being the 3rd member of this group. Going into this match, they've been flirting with the idea, and in the match I think they may continue to flirt with the idea of Sami Zayn turning heel like they've been doing for the past few weeks. But I just don't see how Sami Zayn would even be able to challenge for a World Heavyweight Championship like he says he will if he joins Seth Rollins. Also, let's not forget that Seth and Braun battered Sami Zayn like 3 weeks ago, so again that just wouldn't make sense. I can see a world where maybe we see Sami Zayn turn on CM Punk, but not for Seth Rollins, but more just to set up Sami Zayn versus CM Punk as a feud going forwards. Maybe we could see Roman Reigns come out and help CM Punk and Sami Zayn in this match or after the match, and that annoys Sami, leading him to turn on Punk. Ultimately, what matters the most here is that Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker will win this match, as we get one step closer to Money in the Bank, where I think Seth Rollins will fight for the World Heavyweight Championship, and in that match they will officially unveil who that 3rd member of the Seth Rollins faction is. Next match is Jey Uso versus Logan Paul, and this match is basically only here so that Jey can win a match as champion before things potentially get a bit risky, a bit spooky for him, and Logan can also say that he has been able to fight for a World Heavyweight Championship. Now Jey Uso should win, but as always Logan will have tricks up his sleeve. The winner of this ultimately will face Gunther in a few weeks, and then probably Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank, as I've suggested, a pay-per-view that usually goes well for Seth Rollins when it comes to fighting for a championship. Jey Uso versus Logan Paul, guaranteed to have 2 more title defenses, and it has to be Jey Uso. There's no way they're going to put the title on Logan Paul. Last but not least is John Cena versus R-Truth. Now this match has been dunked on, people don't care, people have been crying about, oh, this is John Cena's last year, how can you give him a match against R-Truth? It doesn't make sense, it's a waste of time, it's a waste of one of John Cena's potential matches. Now apparently this whole year is John Cena gets to pick himself who he wants to face. It looks like he wants to face R-Truth. They are close friends, that's what they've told us, so it makes sense that John Cena wants to give him a match and have one more match with R-Truth. Now let's remember one more thing in terms of storyline. When Cena beat Randy Orton at Backlash, we saw those videos of him after the match looking sad, he looked conflicted, he looked like he didn't want to win the way that he did, and I think this match will be another step in the direction of John Cena turning face. I think that's the only reason they've added this match in terms of the storyline, in terms of what John Cena has to do for the rest of the year. I think that in this match we will see John Cena try to hit R-Truth over the head with the title, as he's done to Cody Rhodes, as he's done to Randy Orton, but this time he's not going to do it. R-Truth will either beg for him not to do it, or John Cena himself will be so conflicted that he doesn't do it. He remembers that they're friends and all of that stuff. He will still do the AA and win the match, but I don't think he'll actually hit him over the head. And I think that conflict will be the first huge sign that John Cena is turning face again. So yeah, on paper, it looks like, yeah, a straightforward pay-per-view. However, keep an eye out on the storylines, what's going to happen. And yeah, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. What are your predictions for this pay-per-view. What do you think will happen? What would you like to see? And I'd appreciate if you could also hit a like on the video, sub to the channel, and thank you for your time.